Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, this is BestInSlot, and tonight we're going to start a brand new mini-series on Jurassic World Evolution. Yes, we are going to try to rebuild Jurassic Park 1993. Now, we are a little limited in how we can do that for fairly obvious reasons, but we're going to give it a good old go. One of the things I'm thinking is that what we're going to do is use the Jeep, and basically you're going to drive through the entire park on a Jeep. There's not going to be loads of food and hotels and stuff like that. The point is to recreate the film as much as possible, at least in terms of the exhibits. So in terms of star rating, this park is going to suck. But the point is that we, at home, will be able to experience, hopefully, a facsimile of Jurassic Park 1993. I've had a little play around already, sort of planning it out, and what we're going to do then, start up here, and we are going to have to build like a little bit of like a power station section. We need a ranger team. There's like some basics that we need in the park in order to make the park actually function, you know? So let's just start off with that. I figure what we'll do is we'll build like a little section over here, block that off, power station, ranger station, and ACU. That should be all we need to run this park. I don't want anything else. You're going to hop into the Jeep, you're going to drive this way, you're going to drive forward. You're going to go through some forest and some stuff just sort of like to build up the suspense. You drive down here, and that's where we're going to build the first exhibit. That's going to be the Brachiosauruses with that's going to be the lake there at the bottom. Because you see it's kind of like at the bottom of the hill kind of thing. We'll drop that down, put some water in there, have the lone Brachiosaurus wandering around up here at the top. Going to be pretty cool, I think, I hope. God, I hope it's going to be pretty cool. We're going to have to maybe hide some fences and stuff like that, but we'll see what we can do. First things first, let's just get started. Now, it's really important for me that this is all nice and even at the start. The paths are going to end up bendy and curvy and stuff. I just want this opening area to be nice and uniform for the sake of my own just sanity more than anything else. Right, so I think, I've been thinking about this, I think one power station should be enough to get this whole thing running. I don't think we need much in the way of power at all. Okay, why are you like this? Why are you the way you are? Why are you not? Okay, tell you what, let's just put a path straight along here. Can always delete it as need be. Let's get the power station in. It should clip on. It doesn't want to. Sometimes it wants to do it, sometimes it doesn't. But at least with a path in place, you can kind of plan it out a little bit more. I want that to be the ranger at the top. Let's stick it there. That's much better. And let's stick a large substation just at the back, like so. That should clip all my buildings. Let's get ourselves a... Let's delete that little bit. I want the rangers team. Where are you, love? Ranger station. Where are the Jeeps on the ranger station? They're at the right hand side, right? Are they there? Like where those little parking spots are on the right side? I kind of want you to get out of the Jeep and be able to drive straight forward down the path. That might be optimistic. I'm just going to stick it there. I don't know this for sure. I'm going to do a little bit of science. Just a little bit of science. Okay, and we're also going to need ourselves... We're going to need a ACU, because we're going to have to transport some dinosaurs around and stuff like that, unfortunately. But that can kind of just slide onto there. Okay, let's give that a second. We'll block all this off. We also need, though, a little section over here. I'm going to put the hatchery here as well. There are no... What possible... Because obviously we don't want hatcheries all over the park. We want that nice and contained over here. We'll just ship our dinosaurs out one by one. I'm really excited to get this going. If you do have any suggestions, things you'd like to see done in the series, like how you think it should be built, feel free to let me know in the comments down below. I'll be taking dinosaur name suggestions and all that kind of jazz as well as per usual. Just wait for everything to finish. Right. Okay, it's not far off. You see what I mean? I want you to just drive forward into this path right there. Needs a bit of power first, but most importantly, we need to change that to the 1993 Jeep. Unfortunately, it's not the Tour Jeep, but hey, it's close enough. It's something. Let's get rid of that little divot there. And see if we can build a nice thick... Oh, no, we can't, obviously. Okay, you start on that one, so let's just build from there. The game is tempted to let me do it. It's tempted, but it's resisting. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to do it. But hey, we can drive straight forward. I was thinking, It's sort of straightforward in a way. There's only so much we can do here, unfortunately. If I can make that thicker, that'd be cool. Well, it's not going to work either. But that is the initial area set up. We don't really need much else. We do need to build it into something moderately usable, but beyond that, we are good to go. And we'll get our Brachie. At the very least, I want to get the Brachie out today, and then I need to double check. I know there's Parasaurs and Brachiosaurus. I need to double check what dinosaurs are actually in that opening bit, or more like the number. I want to recreate the numbers exactly, essentially. So that's going to connect around there. I do want this as efficient as possible, I think, in terms of the amount of space it uses up. So let's just pull that down to there. There we go. Look at beautiful. And that's just going to go to about there. Now, that to me doesn't look straight. Oh, no, it is. Never mind. Goes there. And a little bit of a wall there. Why does this not lock on to the same direction as that? Does that not seem silly to you guys? It seems silly to me. And again, so many things seem silly to me. But hey, this doesn't actually matter in reality. Okay, so you're going to drive forward, you're going to drive through there. We're going to put a gate there. I want it to definitely feel... if we are putting a gate there, this is stupid, inherently, what I'm doing right now. Because they drive through many... Oh, no. Okay. This is fine, don't worry. Just because of how the fence system works in this game. They drive through gates. Again, this is kind of going to be a facsimile. It's not going to be quite the same thing, but we can put some details on this to maybe make it feel a little bit more like the Jurassic Park variant. It's a shame that you can't build paths through gates. It seems a little silly to me that you can't, but I ain't no game designer, son. I ain't no game designer. But hey, not bad, not bad. So you can drive through there. That's kind of like that opening scene. Obviously, we're missing the helipad and all that stuff, but hey, it's something. Let's just I want that to block off there. Like I said, need to get some efficiency in here. Don't know how much space this is going to require, so I'm just kind of being careful about how much I use. Like, the dinosaurs are not going to be in here long. It doesn't need to be a nice exhibit. I am going to turn off disease. I'm going to turn off basically everything. This isn't about running a park. This is about just, you know, getting it working. Basically, it's no weather, no disease, no escapes, no outages. Good stuff. I don't really need the power is only for these two buildings, these three buildings. I can't think of anything else. We might want some power for the T.rex exhibit. That's going to be really cool. We can turn the rain on, we can turn nighttime on and experience that properly. Just for this little bit here, I'm just going to put some little details in. I do mean little. Just some little heavy steel fences just to try and give it at least the impression of what the film looks like a little bit, you know? Where it was more this kind of fence. We do need the gates in, unfortunately, but we can give it a little bit of a Jurassic Park sort of feel, which is, hey, that's what we're going for. I've seen lots of people rebuilding Jurassic World, which makes a lot of sense, right? Because we have Jurassic World stuff, but I don't know, man. This is my first reaction to the game was let's build Jurassic Park instead. I think we're gonna get rid of these. I'm just trying to make a little design, basically. It looks like a weird little spider at the moment, which is not really what I'm going for. Maybe more like that and have it like a two-toned kind of thing, like that. That's pretty cool. So you drive in, you enter Jurassic Park. Right, so my plan, I was thinking this through. This path here is going to be our default path for the start. So this is going to take them to the Brachiosaurus, and then it's going to take them to the visitor center. Once they reach the visitor center, we should get the Brachiosaurus on the go. Once they reach the visitor center, we're going to swap over to this one, the normal path, because that's more like a road, and we'll probably use the thicker one as well, like that. Although there are, maybe not, because there's flags in the middle. I don't really want my guests drive. Well, I don't want to drive over a flag myself. So let's get the Brachiosaurus on a go. We are going to use the default skin patterns for pretty much all of these, because they should, of course, look like default dinosaurs from Jurassic Park. I think this is going to look awesome. We're going to get some awesome screenshots. We're going to be able to drive around and really enjoy this by the end. I'm quite excited. But I want this to be a team effort, guys, as it usually is. So, again, feel free to leave comments down below. Any suggestions and ideas you guys have to make this as cool as humanly possible within the confines of the game. So, that'll do. We need to... maybe need to buff this up a little bit. There we go. All good? All good. 115%. Lovely. Gonna take bloody ages, but that doesn't matter. Power output is absolutely fine. Right then. So that is gonna... We're not gonna come back here for a long time. The idea is curve down here, Brachiosaurus, curve up here, visitor center. Go forward, straight-ish, Dilophosaurus. Maybe go into this bit here for the Triceratops. Up here for the T.rex. And then past them, we're kind of just making stuff up. It's not really Jeep stuff anymore, but maybe we could put a raptor hatchery after the visitor center. Maybe we could do the Gallimimus scene with the T.rex. We'll definitely do that. You're going to drive through it, which isn't quite what would happen in the film, but hey, it's something. And then back to the visitor center for the finale. I don't know. I've never really planned it out. We're going to make it up as we go along. But I want this initial bit to feel just a little bit more flexible, you know? So you're just going to drive sort of round down into this general direction. Nothing really that specific. You're going to drive, curve around there. And this is where they'd get off. And here is where the Brachiosaurus would be. And then down there would be the lake. I think that works pretty well. So we just finish this path. We are going to need to keep the path. Do we have to keep the path? I'm thinking of it like my Minecraft Jurassic Park that I built. Wherein you stop every now and then. We could build like a little stop sign. You know, like a little section where the people driving the Jeep know this is where you get off and look at the dinosaurs. Well, that's a pretty cool idea. Not how it would work in reality or in the park, but hey, we can do it. Right, and then I want to straighten this out as much as possible. Bear with me. There's going to be a lot of faffing around in this series. Okay, because the thing with the visitor sensor is going to sit there. The thing with the visitor sensor is they approach on an absolutely straight line. So the visitor center would be in front of them, and then behind this would be the... I'm going to probably pull this forward a little bit now that I look at it. But behind would be that like little lake sort of section. We don't need all this room here, so... Actually, God knows how much room we actually need. I don't know. I'm just kind of hoping for the best at this point in time. But I want that to be nice and straight there. And then you're going to curve away and go towards the Dilophosaurus. Or maybe the raptor. You'll drive past the raptor. So that's going to be a lake, a nice straight lake there. That's going to be the innovation center. We'll put some trees. We'll do it up a little bit, try to make it look like the visitor center. And over here is going to be the Brachie. Do need to be slightly efficient with space, but I also want it to feel awesome. So it's quite a hard balance to strike, I think. Now, we do need a fence, which is a shame in a lot of ways, because obviously there wasn't a fence for this part. I'm just trying to think if there's a better way to do this. What if, right now, I've had an idea, Right, what if I get rid of that there, and get rid of all this here? Okay. And what we're going to do is we're going to put gates above both of those regions there, right? There's going to be a gate there. So you just drive in to this open area, and that's where the Brachiosaurus is going to be. I like that a lot more. There's not going to be a path to follow necessarily, but who cares? So let's just build that. I have no idea how I'm going to build the park entrance, by the way. Not a bloody clue, but I'll figure it out. So it'll be something like that. Those two, we're going to connect them together. You're going to drive through. Dooga. Whew. Yeah, it's cool. It should be a big exhibit. This is actually probably going to be the biggest exhibit in the entire thing, which I think makes a lot of sense, considering its sort of role in the film and such. It's going to be cool. Okay, right, so... And the good thing about this as well is that because you're driving through the exhibit rather than past it, we can kind of hide the fence a little bit. I am only going to do a low-tier light steel fence because the dinosaurs aren't going to break out anyway. And for this one, since there is no fence in it really in the game, actually I think for this first one we want to stick to a heavy. But later on we'll go for a light steel. And the idea being that we can hide it a little bit, you know? This is going to look a little stupid, right? But bear with me. It's probably a bit far up, actually. No. I'm thinking this through as we go. Okay? It's important that as you drive up, there's heavy fence, right? It's important that it has that feeling. But my hope is that what we can do is hide the rest of the fence, these light fences, in the forests nearby. That's the idea. It's the same over here. It should look like you're driving through like a heavy-duty kind of environment, even if you're basically not. And I think if we use a light fence, we've got a better chance of being able to hide it, so... Oh, no, 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 no. Don't like that. Don't like that one Dickens, love. Don't like that one Dickens. Okay, we are going for a straight fence there. That will actually keep the Brachiosaurus in. I think we can hide it pretty well. Again, I want to build like a little design over here, like they have in the film. Of course, you drive through, and it's like a double... It's actually a double-tiered fence, isn't it? I think it is. I really should have watched Jurassic Park before doing this again, but I believe they would go through a double gate here, right? Maybe just on the way in, but that's my recollection, or at least it feels somewhat like a double gate. So we're going to double this area up. I think if I pull this back with a heavy, the gate might just slip in there absolutely perfectly. Perfect. Come on, rotate, rotate. Now it does actually look, I'm dragging it along and it stops there because it matches that. Sometimes the game does really helpful stuff. It just doesn't do it enough, you know? Yeah, this is not going to work, is it? Have to put the gate in first. Which is a shame because now I have to I have to try to get it even. What I want to do is put it on top of this one, so it's right, that's pretty perfect. Just put it there. Yeah, it looks pretty good to me. Looks pretty good. Now, will that connect? Good enough. Good enough. Oh, the wrong fence. Herp derp. Nice heavy steel there. Brachiosaurus is finally ready. Again, we'll just have like a little bit coming out there. Maybe double this up here, just make it seem a little bit tougher, a little bit stronger. Gotta build that a little further on. Not a problem, not a problem. Just sort it about there. Should be good. Whatever, that'll do. Okay, okay, I'm liking it, I'm liking it. It's never going to be perfect, but it can be something, folks. It can be something. And all you need is something. Never mind all you need is love. All you need is excessive amounts of fences. And you can build anything you like. It annoys me slightly now that the path doesn't... I want the path to actually hit the... like to point you towards the gate. Like that. Perfect. Beautiful stuff. Right, so now it's super important that we cover this with as many trees as humanly possible. I don't want you to see any of these side bits. I kind of want you to see the heavy fence, but the others should be nice and blocked off. So let's cover the world with forest. Like so. Same over here. We'll do a design over here at some point, probably next episode. For now, just cover that bit with forest a little bit, like so. Okay, and this whole area really should be just super foresty. You should feel like you're driving through... I mean, they sort of don't on the way to Brachiosaurus, but I think this suits it better right now. And that feels pretty cool to me. Drive through, drive forward to the left, Brachiosaurus here. So, we need a tree area here. What I'd like to try to do is get one main tree. You can do it sometimes. You can click in just a way. You have to get a little lucky. But that you only have like one tree. That might... Oh, no, I should have kept that. Damn. I'm just looking for like one big tree like that one there. I think I might keep that. That's enough. You know, that's the big tree the Brachiosaurus is eating from in that sort of scene. And we'll just grab some here and there. Just make it look a little less man-made, basically. But I really want that tree there to be important and kind of stand alone a little bit. So I want to kill that there. Hopefully this is all making sense and will look good at the end. It could look terrible, who knows? So, another thing we need to do then is, first of all, flatten, because this area kind of sucks, right? Because of this little dip here that you can't get rid of. No matter what you do, you can't make that level with the rest of Visa Nublar. What you have to do is flatten it, like so. So I figured this is the perfect place for our parasaurs and such in our little lake. How did you do this? It's a little small, I will admit. It could be a bit bigger. But it's not about the size, folks. It's how you use it. Don't worry about it. So I am going to pull this a little closer than maybe it would be, just to account for that lack of size, however. I know that looks a little silly. We're going to smooth it out. Smooth it out, baby. Smooth it out. Till it's as smooth as a baby's bottom, as the saying goes. Okay, and then we need some water. Is this going to work, or is it going to look stupid? No, it's okay. And we need to build it in like a half moon kind of shape there on the right, and maybe cut it into there. I think there is actually land, unless I've gone crazy, on this far coast. And I think there's trees on it. I do need to take another look at the scene, really, before I do this again. But I think I'm going to get rid of a little bit of the water. We are limited at the end of the day. Is what it is. Make that feel a bit more... It's just a little bit small. But hey, I think that's going to look pretty cool. You know, drive through. That is actually, from this angle, I think that looks very Jurassic Park-esque. You know, I think we can maybe pull the water a little bit closer this way. He says getting rid of all of it immediately. I just don't want it to feel too man-made. I want it to feel like a lake. Something like that. I think that to me, if I saw that, I would say that's the Brachiosaurus scene from Jurassic Park. Which, yeah, I think that makes it pretty good. You can't really see the fences at all, which is great. We're going to keep doing little tests and, you know, see if we can find ways to improve it and stuff like that. So, saying that, let's hop into our Jeep. Give it a go. Alright, I need to change this so that you actually... it's fine. Welcome to Jurassic Park. Wait, not yet, not yet, not yet. So this would just be, you know, the talking. This is just the opening of the film, just driving along. I can do some more trees here. I'm going to tree the hell out of this place, basically. But it does, it feels like, let's just park for a second, it feels like a nice little jungle, you know? As it should do. I'm going to put some water in there. We don't really see the landscape in that area. I think they actually drive through quite a... I feel like there's a cliff on the right-hand side. I might be wrong there. There's definitely more trees. I'm going to do some research and get some more pictures. This is kind of like an inaugural episode, showing you guys the series, getting you guys involved and stuff like that. But I am going to fairly meticulously research this. But you drive forward. And this is where they go through that first gate. For the Brachie. It's a shame the gates are one-sided. Drive forward. You should feel like you're driving into an open plain, right? Driving, and then you stop about here, right? So, having a little thought, I'm gonna have a little plant section here. They can be the plants that Sattler looks like. I think she grabs them from earlier, but I think that's a cool little idea. You look to the right, there's the Brachiosaurus. And then if you got out of the Jeep and you went down here, sat at the edge, that is like perfect. Look, it's on top of the hill. You look down over the lake, the dinosaurs on the right hand side, and in reality you're only going to get that view like once, because the dinosaurs are going to move around, they're going to spread around, they're going to do their own thing. But that isn't the point. I think it's very cool right now. I really do. Alright, let's get some of these little plants dotted around, just now and again, very sort of sparingly, but just to make it look a little bit more interesting. And like I said, I want a little bit of plant life just over here. If I can just do like a little bit of a tree, but not an actual tree, that would be good. I said not an actual tree game. Like that, right? Nah. Just like that, that'll do. And like I said, we definitely need more trees here. Many, many more trees here. Billions upon billions of trees here. Billions, I tell you. Billions! Okay. Right, grand. One thing I am worried about, the dinosaurs in this game do require feeders. So what I'm thinking is we want to try to hide them in appropriate locations. Like... there. Hey, they even killed one of the trees. That's good. And you can't see it from this side. I think that's pretty cool. It kind of looks like a tree. You know, from here, you don't really see it. We're also going to want a feeder down here. So one of the things you can do, if you put a feeder, right, in the middle of trees... Look at that, it's hidden. If you put a feeder down in the middle of your patch of trees, it will kill the trees, but if you put the trees back over the top, it will actually work. Just before we finish the little inaugural episode, let's get ourselves the Brachiosaurus. Before we do that, thinking, just want to make this slightly, less useless. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, Brachiosaurus. Do you remember the first time you saw a dinosaur? God, I love that line. That's such a good line. Fallen Kingdom, you could have been so good! Ah! Right, let's shoot it. Oh, God, it's pretty, though. I'm going to move that. I know people are likely very upset right now, just because it's a Brachiosaurus, and Brachiosaurus inevitably upset people at the moment, given Fallen Kingdoms. Well, what happened in Fallen Kingdom, but whatever. I really like this setup. I think what we do want to do is... I don't know how relevant this is going to be later on, but I just want to hide this entire section, basically. You see nothing, my friends. You see nothing. There we go. It's just a nice little boundary. It's like its own little world, and when you're here, you just should not be able to see it, and you can't. Very cool. Very cool. Right. Let's get this moving, and then as soon as it is, we're going to go sit there in the Jeep and wait. It is going to go for water as well. I'm wondering if I can add a teeny tiny bit of water here. Like as little as possible. Because there isn't any water there. But I want the Brachiosaurus to have a reason to stay in this area, basically. Right, we must go quickly to the ranger station. There it is. Go. Drive. Alonzi. Get out of my park, humans. The horn on this vehicle is so quiet. Now, I was thinking as well, we could have done this with the gyrosphere. The gyrosphere is quieter, you actually get a really good view in the gyrosphere. And I think we might set it up so you can do both, but I think having the actual Jeep, or having a Jeep, gives it a bit more of a Jurassic Park feeling, which is, of course, what we are going for. Man, entering just such a wide open area feels amazing. It's something I've so rarely got to do on Evolution. Alright. Okay, where is it? There it is. Coming over the trees majestically. That is going to cause some serious neck ache. Does that count as a photo? It's a brilliant photo. Yeah, it is. Bam. Yeah, I think we'll add a gyrosphere track as well. Oh, no, we can't. You'd have to build a gyrosphere track, wouldn't you? I think this is better. If they came out with like a tour Jeep equivalent for the gyrosphere, that's what I'd do instead. But given it is cars in the film, and given in the film they do drive on actual road rather than a track, I think this does make more sense. You could maybe put a gyrosphere in this bit here. Well, that's about all that would make sense to me. This is a majestic creature. How close do we want to go? Be about here, right? A little bit to this side. You can kind of see the feeder, which is a shame, but...
Asset transported.
Can you be quiet, Mr. Helicopter? And you, Mr. Jeep. Don't go that way, Brachiosaurus. You have to come over here. Brachiosaurus, no! Your food source is over here, damn it. Okay, it's going down the hill to drink, but it will come back up the hill because it has to eat. Okay? Okay. Wait, can I do the Jurassic Park theme tune? Do 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 do. I'm so sorry. It looks like the Loch Ness Monster, doesn't it? Nessie is real! I'm just gonna hop out of the Jeep and just look at my dinosaur. How did you do this? I'll show you. Creepy voice. Oopsie daisy. Jeep, no, come back. Actually, I want to hop in the Jeep. Just want to get a good screenshot, basically. Okay. Don't run, Brachie, we're friends! We're friends! Go! The Jeep should be quite close to the animal, right? As per the film. That's so cool. That right there. That is beautiful. Snap. Yeah, I like that. Look at that, that's straight out of Jurassic Park. Okay, the Brachie will go up the hill. Next episode we'll try to get a shot of it up here. We're going to add in the parasaurs and the other dinosaurs at the bottom. There's a reason this doesn't fully work, and that's because the dinosaurs do whatever the hell they like, and they like to move around, but I think we can rig it at least once to get that perfect Jurassic Park shot. Then, we'll go forward here and we'll build the visitor centre as well, because really that shouldn't take much time at all. Probably blank out that bit here, go forward, maybe do a raptor hatchery. I don't know how I'd build it so it looks like a hatchery, but hey, I can see what I can do. And then we'll go to the Dilophosaurus, where we're going to put one Dilophosaurus in, right? And then hide it in the trees as much as possible, so that most of the time you don't even see it as you drive past. But like I say, I am open to suggestions and ideas from you lovely folks at home. I will see you lovely folks in the next episode. I hope you're as excited as I am for the rest of the series. I think it's going to look really cool by the end. And if you did enjoy this video, please do hit the like button. It really does help me out. I know it doesn't seem like a big deal, but it's a big deal to me. Trust me. So it takes 2 seconds. Please hit that like button. Cheers. Much love. As always. Bye-bye. Quick little shout out at the end. This video and others like it would not be possible at all without the support of you guys watching me at home, and also everyone on this Patreon page right here who supported me in the last month. If you want to help out as well, you can do so at patreon.com/bestinslot. Every little really helps. Cheers.